Hi everyone and welcome. I'm really glad you're here today. I'm making a balm, and I know I've made a lot of balms or salves, whatever word you prefer, and a tincture, which I've also made on this channel before. These are a little different. I'm making a propolis, which is from bees, a tincture, and a propolis salve as well. And these are, I think they're some of the most healthful products there are. Let's start with the propolis. Bees make propolis. They use it to glue the materials of their hives together by mixing beeswax and other secretions with resins from the buds of conifers, poplars, and other trees. And these resins have natural germicidal properties, which is really awesome. It has proven antibiotic and antiseptic properties and may also have antiviral and anti-inflammatory effects as well. But if you're allergic, avoid it, because those that are allergic to bee stings are generally allergic to propolis as well. The pollen has one of those great amino acids in it called proline that's a building block for collagen synthesis. It can boost your skin's firmness, and the antioxidant properties from bee pollen can also help in keeping your skin supple and youthful. The composition of bee pollen allows it to stimulate cell renewal because of the amount of nucleic acids, hyaluronic acid, and elastase, which hydrolyzes the elastin and strengthens the connective tissue and also seals blood vessels in small injuries. This results in decreased inflammatory reaction and swelling as well. What about the honey? Well, it's naturally antibacterial, so it's great for treating things like acne, and it's full of antioxidants, which is great for slowing down aging. It's extremely moisturizing and soothing, and is humectant, meaning it attracts moisture to the skin. And this from the National Institute of Health. The ability of honey in vitro to kill kin-relevant microbes, alter microbial pathogenicity, reverse antibiotic resistance, and modulate immunological parameters. It promotes tissue repair and more, and it's even been shown to inhibit tumor cell growth. Now, I'm going to put the links to all of the benefits of each of these items in the description of this video. And these are from the National Institute of Health, a government agency. So please, read these over. There are a lot of other articles on the internet, too, that make a lot of claims that may not be tested scientifically. So always look at these studies. That's why I point you to the National Institute of Health. They actually cite the studies that have been done. And they will also say, where something hasn't been proven yet, but they say it may merit more study if they see that it's promising. So we never want to avoid these things. What I'm doing now is adding vodka to the propolis to create a tincture. The way I do this is to mix the vodka with it, because the vodka will help release all of those fantastic constituents from the propolis into the vodka, which I will use in my salve and just as a tincture itself. And what I do with this is I'm showing you how it's done, but what I'll actually be using in this recipe was tinctured about 90 days ago. But this is how you do it. You basically mix it with alcohol, put it in a jar, age it, and then filter it. And I'll show that process real quick. It's nothing complicated. After you filter it, then it's ready to use. And you can just put a few drops into a glass of water or into your tea or coffee. It's a marvelous product. Now, I'm going to tell you this about the tincture. Because it's made from the propolis, it doesn't taste like honey. It's not a sweet tasting item. And I think people may assume it is. It is not. So I suggest you mix it with honey or something else. But it is a fantastically healthy item for you to use. And I just use cheesecloth for this. You can use like one of those nut bags, which you've seen me use. I've used that I've used a sieve, but it has to be a very, very fine sieve for it to be effective. But it is a terrific, such a terrifically easy thing to do that I suggest you try it. Now I'm going to tell you, you can get it from local bee folks, like our friend Jen over at Gentle Soaps. She has her own beehives, and a few other people on YouTube do as well. So they have access to their very own propolis. I have to get mine from a local beekeeper and then grind it in a food grinder because it's not attractive when you get it. It's a nasty brown looking stuff. It can have the legs of bees in it and other nasties. So it has to be filtered and cleaned over and over again. But anyway, that all being said, these are fantastic products, but they can be expensive. The royal jelly. Oh, I forgot to talk about the royal jelly. The royal jelly is very expensive. I'm fortunate that I know a beekeeper, and I kept this in the refrigerator so it got a little gummy, but other than that, it is a fantastic product in itself. And I'll put some information about it on the screen as well. But here I'm just grinding up the pollen very finely because in order to infuse it into our balm, it needs to be very finely powdered. And what I love about this is that I was actually able to take some of the tincture, which is being put into this balm, as the liquid, as you see here, as the liquid that's going to be mixed with the bee pollen. I apologize there, I got a little tongue-tied. And this works perfectly. And it's kind of, you're like marrying the product to each other. And it's just a beautiful thing, I think. And then incorporating this with the honey and beeswax. Wow, what could be better than that, right? It really is a very bee-heavy product. Now, the oils I'm going to use in this balm are almond and jojoba. Almond because it's fast absorbing, because it is very easy on the skin, even for people that have allergies to certain types of oils. And there's also added there golden jojoba oil because it is so similar to the skin's natural lipids that it actually absorbs in and absorbs deeper into the skin, carrying a lot of the benefits of these other constituents into your body. And now, of course, I'm just kind of emulsifying with the whisk the bee pollen and the Propolis Tincture into those oils, which, oh, by the way, the beeswax and the royal jelly have already been dissolved and mixed into the oils. I should have mentioned that first. So now I have everything but the honey. I'm adding the honey at the very last. So what I'm doing is I'm getting all this just well mixed. Then I'll let this sit on the countertop until it's just at the right texture. And generally that's about 30 minutes or so. So it's not too thick yet, but it's thick enough to help the honey doesn't sink to the bottom. The honey mixes with it and stays suspended in the salve because it's not much good to you if it all sinks to the bottom. And this was a lavender infused honey, which just means that I took some of that manuka honey that I had left and I mixed it with some lavender buds and let that sit and stirred it every day. And so now there's a very slight scent of lavender in the honey. Does it carry over into this salve? Not so much, but it's there. Isn't that a pretty color? It looks like, to me, caramel. What do you think? I was very happy with how it poured. It was just very luxurious and silky. And I want to see that gloss on top. Isn't that just beautiful? The combination of all of these items together just creates this just gorgeous, gorgeous product. Now, what I will say about this, I used less beeswax in this. This is more of a creamy consistency. This is not a hard balm. This is a very sort of light, creamy salve. So you can just touch it with the tip of your finger and you get it on your finger and rub it where you need it. And you can use it sparingly. It doesn't take very much. A little bit goes a long way. Now the label says this is 1 ounce. This is actually 1.75 ounces in these small containers. So you're getting a lot of bang for your buck here. So I hope you enjoyed this, everyone. I had a lot of fun making it. This is in my Etsy store, so I hope that you'll consider it. Have a great day, everyone. I'm working on a new soap, and I look forward to seeing and talking to you all again soon. Have a great day. Goodbye.